Jenelle Evans and August Keene reveal whether or not they'll get married. How many times has the teen mom Alum tied the knot? Jenelle Evans can't get married again just yet, but her new boyfriend isn't against the idea of eventually becoming husband and wife. Jenelle Evans isn't on teen mom the next chapter any longer, but her dramatic life is still playing out in the public eye. Last month, the mother of three had an order of protection against David Eason extended, and she seemingly celebrated by doing something he hasn't been doing. She jumped on social media to answer follower questions. August Keene, Jenelle Evans' boyfriend, even revealed whether or not he'll marry his girlfriend. Jenelle Evans and her newest beau, August Keene, are pretty serious. The couple has been living together unofficially for several months. Evans even moved west to be closer to her manager-turned-boyfriend. Will they ever get married, though? While Evans is known for moving her relationships along quickly, marriage isn't in the cards anytime soon. August Keene and Jenelle Evans appeared on TikTok Live this week to answer fan questions. The duo, who seems to be focused entirely on Evans' social media accounts now that she's been axed by MTV, happily answered fan questions as they rolled in. Keene took the lead when it came to relationship questions, specifically whether or not they'd ever tie the knot. Keene isn't against the idea of getting married, but he has no plans to put a ring on it just yet. He told followers that he would consider marriage 5 or more years down the line. That's an awfully long timeline, considering her told police who responded to his recent 911 call that he and Evans had been together for years already. Keene's timeline might work out just fine for Evans anyway. She's still married to David Eason and doesn't seem sold on the idea of marrying ever again anyway. While Keene isn't against the idea of getting married, his potential was put off the idea of being a wife again. Back in July, when she was still denying her current romance, Evans answered a batch of questions on Instagram. One fan asked if she would be willing to get married again. After a pause, Evans claimed she didn't think she'd be walking down the aisle again. It seems the three is not interested in being thrice married. Jenelle Evans was first married to Courtland Rogers, a brief fling that apparently went too far. Evans and Rogers announced their engagement in November 2012 after first hooking up in September of the same year. Before the year was out, they married in a courthouse ceremony. They split a month later, but patched things up in mid-2013. Their rekindled romance was short-lived. Evans filed for divorce in July 2013, less than a year after meeting Rogers. Evans moved on quickly after her failed marriage. She hooked up with Nathan Griffith. They learned they were expecting a baby just a few months later. The duo were briefly engaged after welcoming their son, Kaiser Griffith, but never made it down the aisle. She later met David Eason, who she married in 2017. She met Eason months after ending her engagement to Griffith in 2015. Eason and Evans remained together, with plenty of drama and one split, until February 2024, when Evans. Teen Mom star gets protective order against estranged husband. Teen Mom. The Next Chapter star Jenelle Evans has renewed her protective order against estranged husband David Eason. Evans initially filed a domestic violence protective order against Eason in May 2024 for her and her 3 children. The extended protective order hearing took place on November 21, 2024. While Evans flew from her home in Vegas to North Carolina to attend it, Eason chose to sit it out. In an exclusive clip from the hearing shared by the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Evans shared that her estranged husband attempted to break into her property and steal her belongings. According to the reality TV star, Eason broke her gate and tried to take a bunch of four-wheelers and dirt bikes. The court documents further stated that Eason had removed all the surveillance cameras from the property after he had broken in. While filing for her protective order to be extended, Evans stated how unsafe she felt after her former husband's actions. After the hearing, the judge felt there was good reason to renew the Teen Mom star's protective order. Currently, the order states that Eason is not allowed to go near Evans and her 2 sons for the maximum term of 2 years. However, he is allowed to see his daughter Julie Eason, whose custody is being handled by a separate court case. Eason was arrested on November 8, 2024, for violating Evans's domestic violence protective order and trespassing. However, he was released on November 10, 2024, after posting $1,000 bail. However, this wasn't the first time Eason was caught breaking the law. In early 2024, he was charged with 1 count of misdemeanor child abuse and 1 count of felony assault by strangulation after allegedly attacking Evans's 14-year-old son, Jace Evans. That's not all, though, because Eason's criminal history goes back a long way. In 2018, MTV fired the former reality TV star after he posted a bunch of homophobic and transphobic tweets, as reported by In Touch. The following year, Evans was let go by the network when Evans shot their family dog Nugget in a fit of rage. In an interview with People, Eason confirmed that he killed his former wife's dog and claimed that he did so because his daughter Julie's health and safety were in danger. This was something that nobody wants to ever have to do, added Eason. According to Eason, the dog was extremely aggressive and had bitten his daughter on the face more than 1 time. Eason explained that he decided to shoot the dog instead of giving it away because he didn't want it to be around children again. In the same interview, Evans shared that she had hoped the incident would remain private. Back then, she claimed that her husband's decision was because of his country lifestyle, since he was taught not to let any animal hurt him. Teen Mom, the next chapter is available to stream on Paramount.